Fatigue.
Then, fatigue set in, and they became too tired to even eat.
Outrage.
"How dare you?" said Ron in mock outrage.
Relocate.
I want you to relocate to Wichita, pick out a house, and be my wife and family again.
Ambivalent.
He's been ambivalent about the family trade.
Peculiarity.
But he has no peculiarities. What, in short, is his character?
Waggish.
Abate.
There is absolutely no sign of this threat abating.
Automobile.
Many people believe Henry Ford invented the automobile.
Tableland.
The land to the west of the rainforest is known as the Atherton Tablelands.
Fanatic.
He was a fanatic about Bob Dylan, about the Beatles.
Neutrality.
She says both sides should respect the UN's neutrality.
Wallow.
Rhinoceroses love to wallow in mud.
Symbol.
Just a ring? That ring is a symbol of your love.
Therein.
No, she would have taken it calmly and found pleasures therein.
Sanctuary.
The wildlife clinic and sanctuary depends on donations.
Tremendously.
I am tremendously creative. That I can tell you.
Archipelago.
Japan is a vast archipelago of over 7,000 islands.
Extraneous.
The show was full of extraneous details that exist only for its own enrichment.
Atypical.
No matter how atypical your interest, there's a museum for you.
Dredge.
We picked up litter on the freeway and dredged the river.
Stiffen.
Malfoy stiffened and glanced over his shoulder. Compatible.
I don't think my charger's compatible with your phone.
Bestial. A whole day and a night have gone by since that festive affair in Edgware Road.
Destruction.
Earthquakes are a horrific force of destruction.
Laceration.
We've got deep lacerations on the Vic's face.
Archer.
He was a better archer than a swordsman.
Luster.
I have to say, Lewis, this is a fine machine. The neutral luster is so elegant. Ineffable.
When I heard of their pregnancy, I was filled with ineffable joy.
Curse.
Can I say that curse word now?
Rightly.
Changing the Constitution is hard, and rightly so.
Draftee.
Beseech. Ecstasy.
Pain and sweetness become one. Torment becomes ecstasy.
Ration.
But when Papa Rudy's happy, his dogs get a double ration of food.
Ferris.
Remembrance.
In remembrance of the victims, Patriot Day was established.
Turpentine.
She was busy boiling bats in turpentine and turtle juice, and as she stirred, she crooned,
Projector.
Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector.
Photograph.
Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector. Each one is equipped with a monitor and a projector.
Folktale.
A lot of stories and folk tales have arisen to explain this odor.
Despondency.
Their hearts were full of despite and despondency.
Illusion.
What do you gather from the allusion to a band, a speckled band?
Prehensile.
I suppose no prehensile tail for climbing like a monkey.
Veto.
President Arthur vetoed the bill.
Mental.
In fact, many doctors say that mental health can affect physical health.
Discrete.
This damage was not caused by a discrete event.
Quicken.
Night milk quickened the start of sleep and caused the mice to sleep longer.
Concealment.
1-year-olds learn concealment.
Pond.
I wish the fish pond stays here forever.
Outwardly.
Outwardly, the secret of the kitchen is the art of water and heat.
Divisive.
Is America dark and divisive, or hopeful and inclusive?
Empower.
I'm not empowered to hear that claim.
Biofeedback. Uncensored.
The best way to counter disinformation is to expose the lies and to deliver uncensored, trustworthy information to audiences around the globe.
Economist.
Compendious.
The part I am desired to take in this wedding, compendious.
Impute.
Your actions are imputed to the president.
Corrugate.
They now live in a house with a corrugated iron roof.
Sovereign.
The crown of the sovereign of Britain is worth many thousands of pounds.
Murky.
Teresa, it's murky water you're swimming in.
Fend.
Learning to fend for yourself is an important part of becoming a man.
Kindred.
There's no one to meddle, sir. I have no kindred to interfere.
Asphalt.
Parking space is just a piece of asphalt.
Confide.
He confided to a friend, "I'm fed up."
Mermaid.
Instead of legs, a mermaid has the tail of a fish.
Trough.
These government guys are pigs at the trough.
Monotony.
After 5 minutes of this exercise, the little prince grew tired of the game's monotony.
Vacant.
We found the apartment vacant.
Pulley.
That was to fix up the block or pulley.
Omit.
I swear I didn't lie. Just omitted certain details.
Shipwright.
That's Brandon, the tall one with a dreamy face. He was Brandon the shipwright because he loved the sea.
Décolleté.
Deft.
His fingers were deft and strangely tender.
Manufacturer.
China is a major manufacturer of solar equipment.
Attorney.
Natasha is a top attorney and specializes in family law.
Universal.
Loneliness is a universal problem.
Marvel.
But also, take a second to marvel at its wonders.
Unjustly.
She felt that she had been unjustly treated.
Unconscionable.
What you've done is unconscionable.
Harshness.
The staff have been treated with undue harshness.
Concisely.
You'll need to pitch your idea quickly and concisely.
Flavor.
Guangzhou's flavour is thick and strong, and it stays for long.
Woodwork.
If someone crawls out of the woodwork, they appear suddenly.
Invoice.
I just got the invoice and you're charging me too much.
Glide.
Skating is easy, Pepper. Just push with your feet and glide.
Feverish.
Sorry, gotta run. Maya's feeling a bit feverish.
Executioner.
The executioner put down his axe and stood quietly.
Audition.
Guys, I was not prepared for an audition.
Squash.
Sorry I squashed your pumpkin, Daddy.
Cemetery.
Lizzie was buried here in a private part of the cemetery.
Indignity.
You suffered indignity in my defense.
Insinuation.
I don't, and I'm offended by the insinuation.
Chisel.
The chisel only carves where the artist points it.
Rotundity.
Balls to his rotundity.
Deciduous.
Spring in a deciduous woodland is special.
Unmitigated.
Well, that was an unmitigated disaster.
Bilious.
I was feeling bilious.
Devastate.
We have weapons that could devastate the entire planet.
Voluntary.
That decision would be voluntary, yes.
Conformity.
Conformity means behaviour that is the same as the way most other people behave.
Somber.
There is a somber mood in the streets surrounding the hospital.